Greetings to our happy being me villagers as well as our peculiars. This is Wendy Inspire coming to you with a voice note. Today I want to share about happiness. And very often people come up to me, the majority of people that I interact with say, Wendy, you are always happy. And my response to you and also to them is I'm not always happy. I'm happy most of the time, but being happy is a choice. Now, when I'm happy, it doesn't mean that I don't have oppositions. It doesn't mean that I don't have setbacks. It doesn't mean that I don't have challenges. I just choose to fight through them very, 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 very hard. Because there was a time when I wasn't happy the majority of times. Now I'm happy most of the time. Once upon a time I was sad or depressed or any other feeling opposite of happy most of the time. So when opposition comes, I grab my bag and I call it my toolbox. And there's several pieces in my toolbox. The majority of pieces come from the Bible, the scriptures, the Word of God. As far as putting on my whole armor of God, renewing my mind, praying, fasting, staying in a secret place. In addition to the scriptural tools, I also practice mindfulness. I try to be very, very mindful of my temperature. Every morning, we all should take our temperature. Throughout the day, we should take our temperature. And what I mean by checking your temperature is you're kind of doing an emotional check throughout the day. So if when you wake up, you check your temperature and you're not feeling so fantastic, you have things on your mind, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed, you might have a challenge that is waiting for you. Because your temperature is of that would not be the time to counsel someone or support someone if possible. So knowing where we stand emotionally is very helpful with being successful. Perfect example, just earlier, probably about 10 minutes ago, a negative thought popped in my mind about something and someone from the past that I didn't have a fantastic interaction with. And I feel that this person is still holding on to things that have happened over 5 years ago. I made an effort to reach out to them to rectify it, but they did not want to speak to me. So every so often that thought would pop in my mind. And then I have to combat that thought and say, Wendy, you're not the same person. You made an effort. People are allowed to think and feel however they think and feel about you. The most important question is, how do you think and feel about you? You cannot give anyone power, control, or the ability to cause you to have a bad day. And then I said, okay, that's right. And I was about to reach out to someone else to encourage them because they were going through something. And I said, okay, what is your temperature right now? Okay, well, your temperature, you just went through something that you had to encourage yourself through it. And although you're through it, you might want to give yourself a little bit of time to recharge your battery. You may want to give yourself a little bit of time in meditation or encouraging yourself before you go ahead and try to encourage someone else. Now, I mean, it changes throughout the day. It changes throughout the week. Sometimes when I'm down and I encourage somebody, it makes me feel better and I forget about my challenge. Other times, if I'm down, I have to recharge my battery. But anytime I'm experiencing an emotion that is not pleasant, that is not unwanted, I don't bask in it. I acknowledge whatever the emotion is, and then I strategize as to how to get rid of the emotion. Sometimes you can get rid of negative thoughts or emotions by simply just removing yourself from that space. If you're in your bedroom and you're having a negative thought, getting up and going downstairs and watching a movie can remove that thought, or picking up the phone and calling someone, or listening to the radio, or praying, or singing a song, or speaking positive affirmations. So there's so many things that we can do to combat negative thoughts, negative emotions, because thoughts and emotions go hand in hand. You and I are feeling the emotions that we're feeling right this very moment because of the thoughts that we're thinking. So, as soon as we're able to change our thoughts or change our mindsets, we truly can change our outcome. So that's one of our nuggets for today, practicing mindfulness. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will connect soon. Be blessed, be encouraged, and be you.